So the machine caught fire Friday of last week, and so we got a culvert job. I got it right where I need it to, because that way it'll flow right through. You've seen the other one, the whole bottom's washed out, so I couldn't really see because I didn't want to tear out the, because that was, man, that was a big culvert. So we're gonna have to probably scratch some of this to make it level, because if I don't, then unless I can get enough material to fill on top. So we're gonna dig this out and then scrape, probably gonna have to scrape this right on top of it. It's like a 30-inch. You can see where it's rotted out. So you're probably about 4 to 5 inches, so that'd be perfect for this 20-foot 15-inch diameter piece. Yep, 15 by 20 foot, and it's a double wall. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this out a little bit, that way I can keep the material from because it's gonna have to build it up and pack it. So go ahead, and then I got another spot I have to actually dig out because it's completely washed out. A lot of water right here, but we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned out, get it packed down, and thinking about blocking that off and then let the water run through and then pack. Water's not coming out of it. You got to make sure water's coming out of it before you could set it down in there. Well, it's not going to set water in there. So my plan is to get it about right in here. So I got to slide that back. I may have to dig down just a little bit more. So I'm going to push this back, see what we can do. Once I close this up, it should stop going underneath it. So, woohoo! I got it to dry up through here, and now it's coming out here, so I can rake this back a little bit. So I knew we wasn't gonna have enough material. He said we'll have to take it out of the mound or a terrace. I may have to bring my dump trailer tomorrow, that way I can move material. We're gonna need a pretty good bit. May go get a load of chert. All right, so we're back on this job, close to the house. I wasn't able to do nothing for a couple of days. I'll show you why. So I got the truck and the dump trailer, so we're gonna get the chert, but now I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get the gooseneck because I'm not able to drive the excavators on the other side of this field where I showed you last time. So it's over there. I'm gonna dump the dump trailer because he's got some chert I can move to over there. So got this. We're at the farm, this guy's farm. So this is what I did. I had this installed. Nice service deck. Chattanooga trailer. Installed it. Pretty happy about it. So pretty nice. I'll show y'all a little bit more about it. I did get like a freaking birds are loud. Got it somewhat. I had them to install the tank with those little rubber grommets, but didn't have them to install it because of the wiring, because it's chopped right there. Magnet stuck to it, but anyway, it's got the butt connectors right there. I'm gonna take that motor apart and see if I can't get in there and replace it, or I may just cut it there and just, because I don't have enough to run it under the truck. So but anyway, got the dump trailer, got the chert, so, and we got to fill that culvert over here. So my plan was to have the skid steer here to load up and move some dirt and stuff like that and chert. So but yeah, I'm gonna drop this and then we'll get the gooseneck, so that way hopefully I can figure out how to get, because he's got his tractor, but he's right now is hay time in June, end of May and June, start of June. So got the dump trailers charged up. Let's check it out. Yep, it's good. So it should charge on the way here too. So this thing's nice. And I did do a little bit of organization. I just stuck that there because it was in the back seat, getting all the gas stuff out of the back. So we'll have to get all that, but that looks sweet. Got my little fancy light up there, but we'll do a little review on it and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this, get the gooseneck. I don't know, this is what I was configuring last night, since I have this and I lost a couple inches, probably about 2 inches what I really needed right here. So we're gonna hook the gooseneck up and then we're gonna try to do some hardcore, which that terrace over there will let us know real quick if it's gonna work or not. But I'm afraid the little 2 pegs that tighten down the neck, the slide neck, I don't know if it's gonna hit that. So I guess we'll see. That's what this is my original plan. So if I have to, it's already drilled holes, I'll have to move them and then have a different pump installed or something. I really don't want to, but it is what it is. Let's just go get it done. I was hoping to have it done Wednesday, so today's Saturday, so that's how many days I had trying to figure something out. So since my skid steer's burnt, I can't do nothing, and I should know something this coming Monday. So we got a couple more days. So all right, so I made it out here in the hayfield on the other side. Literally there's that barn that we was at. So it's just he's got a bunch of fences, stuff screwed up, but man, this thing looks sharp. I do need to get out here and wash it when I get time. So I was more worried because the way it looks like in the truck, like this is like, I mean, just hairs close. But I also have to have the neck right here welded. That's right here. You can hear it doing this right here. You could feel it in the truck doing that. So it turned out perfect. So, and I tested it pretty hard because these terraces, I mean, it comes like the old generation farmers made those terraces, and they're pretty sharp. Some of them up there is like, you could, I mean, it took my truck, I mean, I can feel the truck flexion pretty hard. So, and I don't even have this bolted yet. And I'm gonna get some rubber mats put behind it, just some thin ones, so that way it don't rub into the tank. So but this thing looks sick. Go ahead, and the excavator's right there, and then I got the culvert right there. That way we can get in here, and then we'll have to use the dump trailer to come over here, dump the stuff. So the sucky part is I got this hooked up so that way I can take my machine over there and I'm gonna dump a bunch of it, and then I'll use the excavator to clean the one up there, level it out, smooth it up, and then take this one. It's gonna take me a little longer if I had both my machines here, but it is what it is. This thing's rocking pretty bad. Still got my blade down, but it's still rocking. took me just a little bit, but now I raked out probably another 1.5 feet because I couldn't get the water to flow through. And then I got it going, so now I need to make my entrance over that way, because I don't want the water, because I don't want the edge right here and then it washes over. I'd rather it be up there so that way it could be manageable. So I'm trying to get that up there. So we're going to try to see, you can see the water flowing now, so it's nice and easy and gradual, not flowing hard. So I'm gonna take the bucket and the smooth side right there, take that to rake it back so that way it'll be nice and smooth, because I throw that right there to see how smooth it is, and if it's all like this right here, or if it's like that I can get it kind of more smooth, so that way when I get the dirt on top of it, it ain't gonna warp it or make it break, which I don't think it will. But he's gonna have a tractor and a hay baler come through here, so there shouldn't be much weight on one spot. So we're gonna go ahead and rake it back a little bit and then throw it down in there and see how it flows before I throw it on there, and then put some dirt on there and check it again. Should be good. So I got my magnets on, and then we're just gonna run right here to that shop over, but I got to go out of the field, go up there, and then all that good junk. So I scraped this because it was a lip, and then once my truck's loaded down and then off in the sand, it'll mar up. So I cleaned it up, scraped it up a little bit, and then I put a bunch of the old cement culvert. So we'll just have to come over here and pack it down. Got it how I need it. So should be good. Then I will get some chert up there. We got some chert. That's the reason why I'm taking the excavator up there. My plan was to have the skid steer here, and then I could keep the excavator up there and keep the skid steer here and then level it up, but nothing's panned out right. So we're going to take this lip right here, it's like the ledge here, that dip, put chert right there, and then he can put a bunch of rocks and stuff like I did right here. I put a bunch of rocks, and see, this is clay right here, so I put a couple rocks, which that one fell, I'll have to fix it, but I got a couple rocks. That way, he says it stays like this all year round, so it's just steady. So let's go ahead and get some chert, and I'm gonna go ahead and get both that little small culvert up there covered, or I'm at least dump it and then take this excavator, go over and pack it down, level it. If I need more, that's the first one I'm gonna start with, so I'll have to take this off, undeck this, and then that's why I wanted 2 trucks, but yeah, stuff happens. So but we're gonna keep on going. That's the reason why I had 2 trucks. Now it's soft doing hot shot and things. So I got that thing off. That's a lot of work, man. Twirling that thing down, jumping on the truck, undecking it, then hooking up to the trailer. Then I'm gonna try to get some of this soft stuff, and then I'm gonna go out in the field over here behind this dairy building and dump it off, and then take the excavator over there, and then I'm gonna pack the piss out of this dump trailer for that over there. So because I really don't want to have to load this up, so I'm gonna get it close, and then I'm gonna try to get over there with a shovel and try to rake it. And if I know I had enough, because I really don't want to have to do all this again, so because I'll have to hook the gooseneck back up and then put the machine on there and run it over. I'd like to make sure I have plenty, so not really sure. Maybe I can get something figured out, but anyway, let's get at it. freaking piece of junk, dude. Piece of junk. Oh, stop it! Ah, dang, dude. Never seen a piece of junk like this. Freaking GoPros, dude. Wish I was rich. I wouldn't have to worry about doing this. To load the trailer again, and then I'll have to do both of those things. I'll have to walk it and then walk back. So let's do the machine first. See you in a second. All right, so luckily I scraped this because I came pretty close, but it's kind of hard to back in here. Once I tried to pull back up, all the weight started and it was like bowing up on me. I was like, yeah. Let me get this off out of the way. That's sweet. All right, so looks like some of that water's stagnated right here. Still going in the pipe. Once we get some weight on it, she'll sink down in there, and I made me a little trail so that way once it starts washing, it'll start washing nice and neat. Perfect. At least I know. Because every job I do, I feel like I learn more, even though I've been doing it for a while, watch videos on it, stuff like that. I got to peel these numbers off. All right, so this is what we got left. We got some over there, just little piles. We got this sucker loaded. I probably can pack it some more, but I don't want to get in a pickle to a point where I have to have a machine. Then I'll be calling people trying to help me out. So I just think about it. Just take me a little longer bit. So got this loaded down. We're going to test it out, and we're just going to go ahead and take the rest of this and use what we can, and we'll have a little small pile left, but I can't get it all. He can get it with his tractor. Right. Oh yeah, she's loaded though. It'll take a little bit more, but we'll have another load anyway, so that's probably the last one. So let's get to it. All right, just got that finished. Got it loaded up, and I'm gonna leave the rest of that because I keep digging. So I'm gonna, once I move this out of the way and I come to get the gooseneck loaded up, I'm gonna come in and scrape it so that way he can, you know, get all these big chunks so he don't hit nothing or roll a tire or something like that. I'm gonna scrape it best I can. I didn't want to get too close because I already got enough crap going on as it is. So I'm gonna scrape it, push it up in a pile so that way if he's got a little low spot, you know, he can throw it in there, or like, hey, I'm tired of my driveway having a hole or something. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and take this bad boy over there, dump it, and we'll come back, get the gooseneck, load this thing up, and then we'll start pushing and grading, and then we'll be done. I always get carried away when I'm doing something. So I got the excavator finally over here. I'm freaking wore out from having to undeck and deck, and then so I got the gooseneck over there loaded up, got the dump trailer over there because Chris is going to come by. I got some of these big ass rocks over here I gotta move, and then I'm gonna throw it on the back side up that hill so that way he has a nice swoop in there. So I'm trying to get some of this stuff to push off in there, and then I've got this left side to clean up, to pack down into. So and then I need to make it a cone so that way it goes into the culvert both sides, so that way it don't wash it out. So I'm trying to rake all this and then push it and then rake it and push. So I'd say about another 30 minutes to an hour, and that way he'll have a nice road bed in here so that way don't wash it completely out. So let's get to it. For some reason the sun is absolutely bright on this camera of the GoPro, but I got it going. But he's gonna have to have another load of chert brought in on this side. I'll show you shortly, but what I'm gonna do is to help the customer because he's afraid it's gonna wash out, and I'll show you shortly too. I'm gonna go ahead and push all this back so that way I can grade it to where if the water ever rushes off this field, that it'll nicely evenly instead of just rush to one side. So I'm just going to push all this and just lightly grade it, and then he's going to have Walter come in, which I'll go ahead and show you now. So this side is high, this is low right here. So, and you can see right here the embankment right here is higher than this. And I just told him this. So Walter brought me some chert, which it took me 4 of my loads or trailer loads for his one. So it's high right in there, so I cherted it up right here so that way if it run off the sides. But this side, I'm trying to fix some of these chert rocks. I come over here and packed it down with the tracks a little bit right in here, and so it's going in there nice like how I need it. So it's pretty clean, and it gets right here, and it's just a swell right here. So, and if it ever washes over, it'll wash this way like it had been. So I just told him, you know, if Walter brings in a load right here, so that way it'll be nice swoop, because you can see it right here, it's dipped and it's high. So I'm gonna rake all that off and clean it and push it so that way nothing will wash off in there. And then I'm gonna load up, we'll head on to the next one. All right, so we got everything loaded, got everything pushed, cleaned up, which we fixing to hurry up. They're fixing to start raking over here because they got all that excess. But so I'll show you real quick. It ain't gonna take me but a second. But he's still gonna have another load come in. It's just been rutted out for so long. And once his tractor and stuff like that comes in, then he should be good. I just pushed that out of the way, clean that up. So this is a lot better than what he had. So now he can get over here and start spraying and cleaning. But this is it. All right, so let's go to the next one. We'll see how that one goes. I don't know, because they're remodeling the house. We got to dig a big old hole for him to burn the stuff. So let's get to it.